Hey guys, what is up? It is SWTOR NERD here with yet another GSF Let's Play. It is a Shipyards, and we had a lot of fun this match. Decided at the end of the match to play a little bit of Strike Fighter. So stick around, watch, enjoy, leave a comment, give me some feedback, and please subscribe if you want more weekly GSF content. Remember, SWTOR NERD is your one-stop shop for everything you need SWTOR. So we're gonna scan over the enemy team here. Flying a pretty standard selection of ships at this point. Later in the match, they did end up stacking scouts quite a bit, which made for some really easy kills and really easy assists. And we got really lucky on this one. We had one of the better pilots that I know of on the Starforge server on our team. He is about halfway down, and he absolutely carried us in this match. Was going to start out with Strike Fighter, but decided that we were going to start out with Gunship instead, just to give our team a little bit of a boost. If I'd known just how carried we were going to be in this match, I would have played the whole match as Strike Fighter, but what can you do, right? Boost in here. See the pilot I was talking about on our team, he definitely knows his stuff. He's going directly for the damage overcharge down there. Unfortunately, an enemy pilot did just barely beat him to it. Otherwise, I think that would have turned out a little bit differently. Decided to hang back a little bit, wait for this guy to get out of cover and try and get a couple pot shots on him here. He didn't do a pretty good job of staying in cover, but teammate was on him pressuring him, so I decided just to stay back and wait for the opportunity, which appeared right away here. Second teammate went down to try and pressure him a little bit, and there's our opportunity, get the shot and get the kill. Turned around and noticed that 3 of the enemy ships were starting to try and pressure our spawn points. I really don't like when the enemy team does that, so I personally take offense to that, so I boosted over there to help them out a little bit. Got this guy down really low, there we go, and teammates just get the kill right there. Switch targets really quickly, grab that one, and get the kill. Tried to get this guy, teammates obliterated him, and I was getting missile locked at the moment, so I got out of the way a little bit, waited till he fired, used my missile break, used the large asteroid here as cover, got out of the way, and circled back in to try and get into the action again. His teammates were pressuring him, so decided to go after this little scout here instead. Right at the edge of my range, he tried to hide behind a little bit of cover there, but got a shot there, got the kill. Switched targets really quickly to this Strike Fighter. Again, he's hugging the edge of my range and using cover, so I thought I did get a shot on him here. There we go. Duck back in, and self-destruct. He did what an old guildie of mine used to call the proton dance. Funniest thing, I like to call it the proton dance too. Someone locks a proton on you, and you panic, hit your missile break, and end up breaking right into cover. Picked on this gunship here, got one good shot on him. For some reason, he decided to try and close distance really fast. I'm not sure quite what he was trying to do there, but got him right in the face, knocked him out there. See this scout over here, tried to get a shot on him, missed. He tried getting really close. I switched to burst, got one good shot. I do need to work on my close range dogfighting skills with the burst a little bit. Teammates ended up getting him with an ion blast. Switch targets here. Ended up having to barrel roll just to get out of the proton. Barrel rolled straight into the enemy team. Thankfully it worked out. That could have gone really badly if they'd been a little more on their toes. No breaks here, decided to get underneath the ships, get out of the line of sight of enemy players. Got a couple hits on this guy with the burst cannon, but again, I do need to work on that, and not doing too great with that, so I will practice that for sure. Ducked out of cover behind this asteroid here, and decided to make a break for it. I did waste a barrel roll here, and as you'll see here, let's wait for it, there we go, I get a missile lock on me, distortion field's on cooldown. I just wasted my barrel roll, so I ended up eating a proton there. And that's something you guys want to try to avoid. Thankfully it worked out for me. I managed to get into cover here in the tick nest, grab the heal probe, and an enemy scout that was following me got obliterated by my teammates, thankfully. But that right there, guys, is why you never ever want to waste a missile break unless you're sure you're not being chased. That was an absolutely noob move on my part. Get a little bit of health back and get back into the action here, trying to do what I was doing at the beginning of the match and pick shots off from a long range. Got a couple shots on this gentleman right here. He decided to break, try and get out of the way. Unfortunately, didn't do him any good, and got my 5th kill medal right there. Switch targets here. Enemy team I think they were a little bit disoriented at this point. I'm not sure quite what they were doing, but it worked out a little bit. Got a couple hits on this guy, but my teammate definitely got the kill there. Rotating around, just looking for a couple more targets. At this point, I noticed that we had a 20-point lead, and was starting to regret playing Gunship. Honestly, like I said at the beginning of the match, if I'd known this was going to happen, I would have started out with Strike Fighter just to practice it. But, what can you do? Definitely not going to self-destruct. I absolutely can't stand people that self-destruct mid-match. Got saved there, tried to get into a head-on-head with that gunship there. If it wasn't for my teammate, definitely would have gone down there, but... Taking a couple pot shots here, seeing what targets present themselves, line up the shot, and knock him down to 27, and got the kill on the second one. Still fairly low on health, but... Try and get another kill there. There we go. Got my 20k damage medal. Scanning around, right in the scope there, I did notice the damage overcharge. Teammate went for it, but just missed it. So I decided to go in there and grab it. Unfortunately, I completely wasted this, and it was a little bit disappointing. I got one good hit on this guy. Missed the first shot. There we go. There's the good hit. Teammates got him. At this point, I noticed an enemy gunship right there. Tried to get him with the bursts. Way too close to get him, and turned way too slow. By the time I rotated around, my teammates had him, swapping around, and enemy gunship just obliterated me there. At this point, noticed 30-point lead, and yeah, time to play a Strike Fighter. I'm not good at it, so I apologize for what you guys are about to see. And if you guys have any feedback on how I can definitely improve the Strike Fighter gameplay, please let me know. I will definitely work on that. I know that working on my Ricer here, for build, I use Dracolich's build off the SWTOR forums. If I can remember to do so, I will try to link that down in the description below. Has heavy laser cannons, quad laser cannons, and seems to do a lot of damage. I do need to figure out how to get a little bit more out of it. I grabbed a DO here. My accuracy isn't the best here, and I believe this guy, yeah, he popped Distortion Field and Wingman, so he was able to hit me, and I wasn't able to hit him. I also should have switched to engine power here, and I didn't, and he broke my missile lock. Turned around, his evasion was off, so I was finally able to do some damage to him, and two-shotted him with the heavy laser cannons. Definitely need to figure out how to work without Wingman. I'm just so used to having Wingman in my 4 ability slot on the gunship that I feel almost handicapped without it on other ships, but... In fact, if it's possible to get it on the Ricer, I haven't looked yet, but I may grab Wingman instead. I'm not sure yet. Give me some feedback down in the comments below. Got obliterated right there. Was tempted to spawn back in the gunship, but figured practice makes perfect, and I need to learn how to play Strike Fighter, so hop right back in on the Strike Fighter here. Boost back in here a little ways. Scanning for some targets. At this point, we're really close to the end of the match. We're 45 to 8. Definitely not a very balanced team. I'm not sure how it worked out this way. I know BioWare said they were going to work on matchmaking. I'm not sure quite how that happened, but personally, it doesn't seem very balanced just yet. Got a kill here at the Proton and Heavies. Proton finally got him. That felt good. That was definitely a revenge kill. I was going to try and get the kill on this guy, but teammates ended the match before I could, and overall it was a really great match, guys. So, thanks as always for watching. Please definitely subscribe to the channel for your SWTOR content, and we will see you next week on GSF Let's Plays. Thanks, guys.